Hello. Maitonsa. En kyllä tänne yrittänyt, mutta ihan sama. Nyt meni vikaan. Meni väärään paikkaan. Ei se mitään. Tervetuloa iltaa. Mitä kuuluu? Ajattelin tänään katsoa vähän uutta viime viikolla tullutta snapshottia ensin. Mä oon kyllä nähnyt, kun ihmiset sitä pyörittelee, mutta no itse kokeillut. Yritin klikata toista Going Live Note ja paukkasta siihen väliin. Mä osuin just sopivasti. Mistä se vaihtaa se kui-koko, missä se lukee kui-skale? Se mukaan tää videosetti. Tossa. Oho, nyt on vähän pieni. No toi on parempi. Onks tää hyvä? Ehkä toi on ihan. Niin, niin voi käydä. Twitch on vähän semmonen jo, että klikkailee, niin sit voi vähän päätyä minne sattuu. Vaikka vahingossa tilailemaan tämän kanavia. Mitä ikinä. Joo, hetkinen, mun täytyy tehdä tänne, tää on nyt uusi instanssi, niin mun täytyy tehdä tänne joku testimaailma tai jotain. Kävit käyttöauton vaihtamassa aamusta. Dodi! Minkäslainen on uusi auto? Tai onko se uusi auto vai käytetty vai? Ja minkäslainen auto sitten tuli tilalle? Toyota vaihtoi Toyotaa. No niin, se on vähän niin kuin, miten sitä nyt sanottaisiin, että no en mä tiedä, kai siellä joku sanonta on, että sama kamaa. 2023 RAV4 Adventure, 2025 Land Cruiser. Sä harrastat näitä. Okei, näitä tämmösiä. Ne niinku, sehän on semmonen niinku vähän jeeppimäinen. Eiks oo se auto? Toi Land Cruiseri. Mä en muista millä me ajettiin. Me käytiin joku kerta tuolla tossa missä kyllä on Land Cruiser. Mikähän se oli? Mä yritän muistaa, kun siinä kun mennään tonne niinku, onko se nyt, se on jossain täällä niinku siinä Kehä kolmosen varressa, kun se nyt oli vain jossain pidemmällä. Koska se sitten ollut Turun tietä tai jotain, niin siinä on yksi semmoinen, niinku, siinä on semmoinen paikka, jonka nimeä mä en nyt muista, mutta me käytiin joskus ajelee siellä jollain maastoautoilla, niin tuli vaan mieleen. Joku maastosafari, joo. Joo, pois tieltä, just se. Neliveto SUV tänne mäkeen talvella on aika pitkälle pakollinen. No joo, se on tietysti Lahdella ykköstien varassa, just niin. Joo niin, siellä. Mä en muista mitä autoja niillä oli, mutta tuli vaan mieleen, että on melkein, Land Cruiserilla melkein, se on vähän niin kuin maastosafari-auto. Mutta joo, kyllä ymmärrän, jos on semmoista hankalat paikat talvella, niin ei taho päästä. Vanhempia Land Cruiser Land Roverit, joo, mä en muista ajettiinko me kummilla, mä ajattiin ehkä molemmilla, tai sitten noilla Land Rovereilla. Se oli ihan makea käydä ajaa, kyllä. Sitten kun se niinku, niillä oli siinä radassa, oli aika hienoa. Tai niin kuin sillä lailla laitettu, että me kävi auto vähän uimassa ja muuta sellaista. Faijan tuttuja, okei, no niin. vielä tuttujakin kaiken lisäksi. Mutta tästä on jo vähän aikaa. Milloinkaan me käytiin siellä? Se oli varmaan viime vuoden. Mä sanoisin, että se on viime vuoden keväällä, kun me käytiin siellä. Luultavasti, joo. Luultavasti viime vuoden keväällä. Syksyllä tai keväällä. Muistan, että oli kauhean kylmä. Mutta en nyt muista enää, että oliko se. Ei ollut kuitenkaan talvea vielä. Ei omia tuttuja kuitenkaan, kun ei ole faijaa mitään väleä. Oi jaa, okei, no. Se on tietysti aina joskus käy näin, että ei ole väleä. Joo, en mäkään niitä sillä lailla tunne, mutta ihan mukavia tyyppejä siellä oli. Mitkä sitä pyöritti. Ja niillä oli jotain muutakin juttua. Siinä oli jotain muitakin ajelujuttuja. Olisiko niillä ollut jotain mönkijöitä tai jotain ehkä kans. Mutta me käytiin ajan niillä maastoautoilla. Olisiko meillä ollut siellä? Meillä oli 4 hengen porukka muistaakseni ja sitten meillä oli 2 autoa sitten ja sitten vaihdettiin välillä kuskia aina. Se meni ihan kivasti. Tehdään tästä nyt kreatiive. Difficulty nyt ei sinänsä ole väliä. Komennot. Maailman nimellä ei väliä. Tehdään tasainen maan. Super flat. XP, hello. You have no idea what I'm saying. Of course, speaking strange language. Old Finnish. But hello. Yeah. Nice to see you. How are you, XP? Erinäisiä maastojuttuja. Ja jossain välissä ainakin 911 targa, jota sai vuokran. Okei, semmoista mä en muista. I'm good, sir. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. I'm fine. We only speak enchanting table here. I think enchanting table is actually from is it from Commander Keen or something like that? But it's not far from Finnish. It's almost the same. Yeah, we were talking about this Tonsa guy here. He said he got a new car today, so we were talking about cars. Yeah. Okay, this is the new snapshot, and it looks like everything else again. This came last week, Tuesday, I think. So about a week ago. I don't know if there's going to be a new snapshot again tomorrow. If there is, I'll check that out later. But I'm just now going to check this one out. Mutta siis tosiaan tuossa uudessa autossa on sitten meillä semmoinen merkintä, että seuraavan kerran kun tulee Suomeen käymään, saa joku tullimies sydärin rekisteriotteessa. Mitä tämä tarkoittaa? Suomeen käymään. Okei. En mä tiedä, haluatko se kertoa lisää vai onko tämä semmoinen, mitä ei kannata kertoa chatissa? Okei. Ajoneuvoluokka M1 tähti plus N-. Mä en tunne näitä ajoneuvoluokkia, mutta okei. Se on varmaan sitten jotain semmoista, jota ei tosiaan täällä ehkä niin paljon nähty. M1 henkilöauto, okei. Okay, let's see. So the new things should be the some of the new copper things. So now we have copper chains and copper bars. These can be exposed, with weathered or oxidized, as almost all copper things can be. And we can also wax them, so there's waxed variants as well. If you want to prevent them from oxidizing further. Suomessa tuon voisi rekisteröidä joko M1 tai N2 alle, ei molempia. Okay. So these are new at least. Let's see what they look like. Okay. Okay, of course they connect if I put them next to each other. How does this look if I like mix? Let's put some of these, one here. Tuo merkitään siis kansankielelle käännettynä. Se on kevyt kuorma-auto, joka on henkilöauto ja bussi. Okei. No niin just. Kyllä. How does this compare to the old iron bars then? And I think they renamed something. I think the iron chain was previously called just chain. Now it's called iron chain. The iron bars probably were called iron bars before. So this is the old existing. I think the copper one is quite nice actually. Minä siis tuossa on erikoisehto M1-luokalla. M1 on henkilöauto. Yes. Okay, what if let's try these next to each other. Okay. Not sure. Would I put these in the same thing? I'm not sure. To be honest, the weather copper ones look better than the normal iron bars. Yes. Yeah. I think so also. So I'm not sure if I would be using the like these copper bars, but the weathered ones I might use. Oh, these look pretty nice. Weathered, and maybe also this one. This is the weathered one, and this is exposed. Okay, so the exposed and weathered I like. Even as iron, they look a bit like rusted steel ones. Yeah. Definitely this looks a bit like rusted steel, and this then more copperish, more teal. That's true. Yeah. Okay, how about the chains? You can put them into different orientations as before. I've seen somebody used the chains as like also in like what is called the power lines. iron ones need a bit of overhaul, in your opinion. They've been the same since like what alpha? I'm not sure how long. Hey, that would be actually cool if the iron ones would rust, like the copper ones oxidize, but the iron things would be like more. They could get some rust colors, but these also can like double as rusty iron bars. I'm getting. I don't like the slimes. Maybe I'll. Can I change the difficulty to get rid of the slimes? Okay. Okay. How about let's put this one also here. And the weather. Okay, it looks like this. Yeah, these are a lot. The iron chain is a lot darker than for example, compared to the bars. So it's I can see why this has been used as a power line thing, because it's kind of not black but dark gray, so it can be like a power line thing as well. Chains. I think also the exposed copper chain looks quite good. I can imagine I would use this in some build. Not sure about the weathered or the oxidized ones, but maybe somewhere. Beta 1.8. So the iron bars are really old block. Yeah, it's been that way long time. Yeah. Okay. And then there's also, I think there's a new torch. Is it called copper torch or? Yes, there's a new torch called copper torch. So how does this compare to the other torches? Let's put all the normal torch and the soul torch. And well, the redstone torch, since they changed the model, it looks a little bit different, but okay, it's basically the same. So it's not it's like a wooden torch, but the flame is different. Hi Nordic. It's going good. It's going good. I'm just checking out the new snapshot, and I'm not sure if I need to speak English, but there was someone before. Is the green one a little bit brighter? How are you, Nordic? Green torch looks great. Yeah, copper torch. Is it a little bit brighter? At least the light levels are the same. But if you mean like visually brighter, yeah, I guess maybe the green color is a little bit brighter compared to the yellow and orange red on the normal torch. Like also like the soul torch is visually a little bit brighter, but the soul torch I think it emits. Does it emit? It emits less light, but I think the normal torch and the copper torch are same light level, I believe. So this should be to have light levels on. I need to configure the F3 screen to show the light level. So this is light level 15. Fifteen sky, 10 block. No, is it 12? What? Oh, I need to stand on the block. So 14, 14. Yeah, it's the same light level. Yeah, it looks like it carries a couple of blocks further, but it's actually the same light level. I'm all good with either English, Finnish, so no problem. I'm also good, thanks. So just start work again today after holiday. Okay, you're back to work. I guess I can keep English, so if there's some maybe others joining who don't know the Finnish strange enchanting table language, maybe they can understand what I'm saying. If well, if I'm even understandable, if I can be understood. Okay, but it's the same light level at least. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it's quite nice. The green color is quite nice, I think. So yeah, I think I could use this somewhere, definitely, in some kind of fantasy build at least. The green using the blue and green torches could be very nice. Which means you can now wax your rod in game. Oh, sorry, I skipped the one. Just gonna point out that with the snapshot, there's also oxidized lightning rods now. Yeah, true. And there's more. So we can check the lightning rods. Yeah, I'm not sure if these actually came already in the previous snapshot, I think. Oh, maybe in this snapshot. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can wax your rod. Your English sounds good to me. Oh, thank you. I wonder if the green melts the snow like normal torch. Okay, we can try. We can test that. Yeah, but there's new. Well, the old lightning rod, but now it can oxidize as well. So it will oxidize if you don't wax it. Also, one of them being called exposed is kind of a humor. I can see where you're going. Yeah, I can see. Okay. Okay, let's try to get some snow here. No blocks. I'm in. Is this like a? What is my biome kind of? In is it like plains in this biome? Yeah, it's plains in the. So, but if I put some snow blocks here. Do they? Is it going to melt this way? Snow doesn't melt, or does it? It's the ice that melts, not snow. Actually, well, snow layers can melt. I think, is it so? Snow layers can melt, and then ice can melt as well. Yeah. Snow layers. So put some snow layers here. Oh, like this, and then no, not that one. Is it going to melt something? I don't know, but at least ice. Yeah. Okay, it melted here. So yes, it is melting, and probably ice as well. So I think the melting happens based on the light level. Snow layers, yeah. Nor the full snow block does not melt, but ice that should melt, I think. And will it actually melt? Yes, it does. Okay, yeah. So now we don't. Now we have just water over here. All right. Yes, but yeah, I think it's based on the light level. So if the light source has a certain light level, it probably melts down the ice and the snow layers. So yeah, I guess it's based on that. Thanks for testing that. No worries. You're welcome. Remember when in creative breaking ice would turn it to water? Yeah. If you want to turn ice into water by breaking it. I don't know. There's a way to do it in creative. I don't remember how to do it. Of course, I could maybe I'm not sure if it's not by pickaxe. No. How to do it in creative? Actually, there's a way, but I don't remember. But do you mean that when you say remember when in creative, did it used to change in the water when breaking before? It used to always turn to water. Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't played that must have been some early version then. Because I always just played with this one, so it was a very long time. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that must have been quite difficult to then place ice blocks on creative. But yeah, I think there should be a way to also break the ice and produce water in creative, but I don't remember how. It's not like shift clicking, it's something else. But that doesn't really matter. So in addition of the copper torches, there's now also copper lanterns. So I want to see how do they look like. So copper lanterns, and these come also in different variants. So the normal, the exposed, weathered, and oxidized. So let's see these. And let's put the normal. Oh, there's also the soul lantern, I guess. So we can put those as well here. Put this one here and maybe this one here. Okay, so basically 4 different lanterns. So again, it's like green light that's in the torch. So Yeah, I think I've always thought that maybe the soul lantern is like I can use it in some builds, but it's easier to use the normal lantern. But these, I think I could use some of these. Those will be excellent additions to decorations. Yes, definitely. And what I was thinking about these is that with the torch, of course, there's green flame, but with the lantern, you could like think that the light inside is maybe just ordinary light, but there's like a green glass, which changes the color of the light. So you could imagine that this is green glass. It's not a green flame, if you want to think it that way. I wish there was an option to turn the lanterns and torches off. Yeah, like shut it and maybe relight it again. Yeah, like you can do with the candles. So you can light the candle and or keep it unlit. Yeah, I guess yeah, that would be nice to have that kind of feature. I would definitely bring some more options as well. But these are quite nice. Yeah. These are quite nice. Speaking of torches, there was a snapshot or patch a long time ago where the torches went off. so it would after some time you would need to relight again the torch, but I guess it was too much for the players or something, so it didn't end up to the base game. Flint and steel to light up the candle. I guess water or something to, or just picking it up and putting it down again to get rid of the flame. Okay. But yeah, it was a April Fool's patch. Yeah, I guess it was April Fool's. Yeah, could. Yeah, that might be true. Might be true. But I think they said that Notch, who was at the time still developing the game, was really considering adding that feature in the game or something like that. I think that was something like that, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, I think these are nice. These are nice. You just need to wax them if you want to keep the level of oxidation, or otherwise they will turn into the teal or green one. I honestly feel like it should be a toggleable game rule. Yeah, yeah, I can see the point, but considering that torches are maybe the most used thing to when you go caving, for example, and put torches everywhere, I would be I wouldn't be using that game rule then to I wouldn't like that thing. But yeah, it could be. That's why toggleable. Yeah, of course. I mean that would I'm not sure if there would be much people who would really use that. But I guess why not? Why not? It could be an option. Make it option for people that want it. Yeah. Okay. What else is new in this snapshot? More copper things? Or I think was that all the new blocks? New items? Because the other ones, these were already in the previous snapshots. The statues are great, but these were already like a couple of weeks ago, so it's not new stuff anymore. Did they change anything on these actually? Let me check one thing. So what was it? If I take a copper what was it? Maybe copper chest. Put this over here. No. So this was something someone said that a running pose. I guess it's running pose. It's a bit off centered, so it's not in the middle. And this also the star thing. It's not in the middle of the block. Why? Why it's not in the middle? It should be in the middle, I guess. I would like to. I wouldn't ask to add it, but that function exists in the code already. If it was in the April Fools, then it existed in that patch, but not in the current vanilla code. Mods that add it just enable it because it exists, so no point making mod code for it. Because it's 15 pixels wide. The statue being in the middle is off the normal grid. So you can see the mistake here. But this is censored. It's just this. This is centered. This is centered. This is not, I guess. Well, the heat box is centered, but it's kind of leaning to the left. And this, why? Easy fix and 100% gonna be fixed before release. It is centered the normal ones that aren't leaning, and forgot 2 of them. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm thinking they're probably going to change it. So it's probably going to be centered, but I would imagine they would have done it to the snapshot already. Why wait? Maybe there's not enough feedback on this or something. I don't know. But I think these are cool as well, because you can put them in different poses, and maybe there's 4 poses now, but maybe there will be more. And also, what I'm thinking here is that now that we get these statues that can be in different poses, maybe how about armor stands? What about armor stands? We already have in Bedrock version, we already have armor stands that have arms, and I think I'm not sure actually, but I think you can change the pose in Bedrock as well. But you need to use a mod to do that in Java. Well, so maybe they will rework armor stands on Java as well. I hope. It's not that big deal to use mod, but could be nice if it would be vanilla feature as well. When you do multiple models and textures, that 99% of the cases is default with no need to do manual adjustment. It's very easy to forget. Yeah, I guess so. Not saying it's something that should or will be left, but as said, I see why the mistake was made. Yeah, I guess so. It's an easy mistake to make. Yeah. There was something new in this snapshot as well, something else. Yeah, it was the shelves have been modified. So first of all, we have the new shelves. Let's take a few of them. So, oops, put it here. And let's change the time to day. So what was changed? I think now the items on the shelf. Before it was like in the middle, but now if I put an item on a shelf, it goes like where the actual shelf is. So down there. And it's still quite small, like I see. It's small. In the Bedrock preview, which actually I can't click here, or I can. Why didn't I? Was it by clicking somewhere else? Yeah, I can click there. I can click anywhere here. Okay. Not here. You can't click on the top of the shelf to change the item, but you need to click here, or here, or here. Ah, you can click here to change the item. That was what I was noting. Okay. That doesn't make sense. You can't click here to change the item. You can click here, or here, or here, but not here. So I think maybe they'll fix this. Code-wise, again, easy mistake. Yeah, could be. It's just maybe it's related to how the hitboxes work for these. So the hitboxes, they have a little like carved out thing here in the hitbox. I'm not sure if they changed the hitbox. Was it like this? I think it might have been that the hitbox was fully here, even if it's not the shape. Now the hitbox is the same as the shape. Interactions usually look for one solid face. That is also very easy to miss on internal testing. Yeah, could be. But yeah, I guess they could fix it so that you could click here or you could click here. Yeah, most people are clicking here. So the interaction is a zero thick plane on the front of the shelf itself. Yeah. You can think it as that. Yeah. If you click on the side hitbox, it just places block on the side as expected, and same with the behind. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, what I was saying about the size of the items. So the Bedrock preview had a bigger size for the items, and the Java snapshot, I think this is the same size as it was before. So they I don't know if they're like doing A/B testing on the cells that what kind of size of items would look the best. And I think this is okay, but I would like the item to be a little bit bigger, because now if I go this far, it's starting to lose what item is inside. So a little bit bigger size would be better, I think. And there should be room for bigger items, because it only takes like there's still space on both sides, even if I put some full block here. So there's still quite a lot of space. I can see, okay, now that they moved the item down here, I think this makes more sense maybe to have the like the, is it width of the item? I'm not sure, but like the depth of the item the same as the shelf here. Yeah, but I still would like to like it to be a little bit bigger. Same again with the texture. So when you look a face that isn't the side, can't see it. Yeah. Same again with the texture thing. Someone did all of the items by looking at one, scaled that properly and applied to all. My guess, tall grass or tall fern would be proper size, or any 2 block tall. Yeah. Let's try something which is easier to get in the game. 2 high flowers, for example. So roses, for example. Let's see how the rose bush looks like. But no, it's using the same. I think it's using the same texture that you have in inventory and in what is called item frame. So if I take item frames use the same, but it's bigger in the item frame, but uses the same texture. How about door? Interesting. But I think that's also scaled down. Yep. So there are also scaled down. So it's more like the same as in the item frame, just a smaller version. All got forgot about the handheld textures. All got scaled by one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks like that. It looks a bit odd with this guy size of door and the candle, for example. So I need to maybe do this to put them next to each other. My door is a little bit small, or my candle is quite big. Actually, I'll take it back. Try something for me. Make your graphical user interface bigger. I don't think that will. You mean this setting here? GUI scale. I don't think this will change anything on the items. No, the items are still the same. This only GUI scale. I think it only affects the menu things. So I don't think it. I have never seen it affect anything else in the game. Just the menu. Let's put it back to 3. Size of the hotbar. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, size of the hotbar it will affect. Yeah, that's correct. But I mean, all items like blocks placed in the world doesn't affect those. Yeah, but this is the change now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I did. So I kind of like that they put the items down here. It's more logical. Now they are literally on the shelf. Before they were just like hanging in the air. I wish you could put like paintings like this. I mean, the actual painting images. That would be really nice. You can of course put the like the painting model like this, but I wish this would be the actual painting. I wonder if it just used hotbar models on shelves directly, as it would be most efficient way to load them. It probably still pulls from that data and is then scaled a little. Yeah, I guess it's just the same texture used in the hotbar and in inventory and in item frame, and just scaled to this. Maybe I'll change the game role to daylight cycle false, so we don't get night. There has been a case, by the way, where the GUI option did affect stuff like this. By the way, first snapshot where item frames were added, this was a mistake they did. I didn't know that. Okay, I see. So it makes sense to test it. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. All right. So how about now if I put some power into the shelf? Is it still the same? The items are still down here, but the other outlook, the look of the shelf changes. So there's no, the middle bars or the middle things are gone. That's the same as it was in the first snapshot, I think. I don't know how they can, how they would make it bigger without it like overflowing. I don't know. But it would be nice if the items would be bigger. Missed a message. Which is why I wanted to see if it was repeated, because it would have been funny. Yeah, it would have been funny mistake to make. Did they fix the binary issue with them, by the way? I'm not sure what issue you're referring to. Oh, you mean the ordering of the binary? Maybe. Let's take some redstone. Dust. Redstone dust. And 1, 3, 7. It's still the same as it was before. Computer reads those as 3-bit binary, yes, and was offset by 1 on last snapshot. If I recall correctly, it was offset. Just put 1 to middle. So it should be 2 and was 3 before. I think it was 2 before. It was working. I think it was working. This way. So this should be 2, and it's 2. But I think it was 2 before as well. That's a 3 we get if we put 1 there. But I think it was working correctly. The thing I was thinking about is that is the ordering. So is it should we have this is now the less significant bit, I think it's called. So this is the most significant bit. How do you say it? Something like that. That was, it's of course kind of logical to have it like 1, 2, and 4, but because it's from left to right, but yeah, I was just thinking maybe they will make some changes to it as well. Still, but yeah, there was some issue with it. There was multiple people who pointed it out. Okay. Maybe I just done missed that thing, but I think when I tested it, it was 2. But maybe there was some bug. Maybe it's something related to when you interact with the shelf multiple times or something, and then it changes. Remember, it was offset on the first one. Okay, yeah. So it could be. There could have been some bugs on it. We can check the release notes as well, so we can see if there's something that they fixed related to this. But the main change is the position of the item. So not in the middle anymore, it's on kind of on the shelf. So that's new. And I guess it still works with. I couldn't see any reason why they would have changed anything. So probably it still works. Yes, it still works with the hopper. Yeah. So the thing with the shelves and hoppers and droppers and things, I tested in the first snapshot as well. Of course, everybody was thinking slot machines. So that was also my immediate thought that, yeah, maybe this can be used as a slot machine. And I saw someone had already made a video little video about that. So they didn't have a slot machine, but they had something like you press the button and then it would put 3 random items on the shelf or something like that. So I was trying to create something like that also, but didn't get it to work yet, at least. So I'm not that good at redstone, so it wasn't really working. But it's fun. It's fun to think this what you can do with redstone with these new shells. So you could, but I'm not sure if I will use them for hotbar swapping, as you can use it like this to swap your hotbar, depending on how many shells there are powered nearby. It's like the rightmost 3 or 6 or whole hotbar, whole 9 slots if you want. But I'm not sure if I will be using this feature. Could be, maybe. I think it's a nice addition to have this kind of feature. But I think I'm definitely going to use this as decoration. Just put some shelf blocks on the wall and put some items for display. I think it's quite nice for that as well. I've kind of wondered how compact one could make calculators in redstone nowadays, with the amount of ways we have to have compact binary counting now. Yeah, I've did you see Mumbo Jumbo video lately? I think he made a video about where he did a binary addition or something like that. Of course, nothing new, because it's like Matt Batwings did those things, or some other dudes have been working on that stuff a lot more. I have not really looked in if someone has made one cause being busy. Okay, yeah, and I'm not sure if someone has used the new blocks or cells for this, but yeah, you could definitely use it for like a binary decoder or something. Well, it's only 3 bits, so you need to figure out some clever ways to combine them or something. Hi Toringus. Is there carpet mod for snapshot yet? How laggy are those? Interesting question. I don't know. Carpet mod. I could see if there is carpet mod already. But I haven't used carpet mod, so I don't know how to use it. Copper bulbs are already compact AF, and shells even more so. Yeah, that's true. The copper bulb you can use as a what's the term that's used? T flip flop, is that the term? I think so. Saving the state of something. I don't know about how laggy these are. These are entities, I think. Well, at least the items on the shelves are entities, I guess. The cells. No. Don't they? Okay, now the items disappeared. I went this far. So yeah, so the shelves are blocks, but the items on the cells are entities. So I guess, well, this is like 9 entities then. So I guess if I'll make like a big wall, something like this, just even more. So maybe one more. So now it's like 15 by 4, so 60 or something like that. I fill these with items, so I have 60 entities. I would imagine this causes a lot of client lag at least. We can try. You have around 110, 114 FPS. I'm not sure if it makes any difference to put same items or. No, I can't just spam click. So that's 60 items. Does not affect the FPS that much. I can't see any difference. Or at least I don't know how much you would need them. 3 bits per shelf. Hard to get conventional ones though. 32-bit would be 11 shells would need to be able to lock first or last, so on that use case, not terribly laggy. Okay. It would allow storing up to 2.1 billion. With you mean the like the decimal, as in binary value, as in the like the number itself. Yeah, true. I'm bit I'm thinking that I'm not sure how it would make sense, but now it doesn't really. The signal strength does not change if I put more items. So if I put like a stack of something, whoops, not meant to delete that, but if I put stack of items there, it's still 1. I'm not sure how it would make sense to change this without breaking the bit encoding logic. Probably it can't be done, but it's also like a little drawback that you can't really tell now from the signal strength that how many items there really are. You can also only tell how many or which slots from the shelf are used, but you can't tell how many items. So you need to use external things to control how many items. You can't just read it with a comparator. I feel like it's binary on purpose. Yes, definitely. And it's probably for like, yeah, I guess it's like a, I don't know if it's an like a tribute, not tribute, but homage to Matt Batwings or something, something like that could be. And I think it's really nice to have this kind of thing, but you have to take this into account that you only get to know which slots are used, not how many items. We don't have good way to actually store binary as of right now, with people being asking for it. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you need to have like a lot of copper bulbs or something to store the information, and this is basically 1 bit only, so it's a lot of that if you use these as a. But then there's also like I think the traditional way is to use like maybe pistons and blocks as memory as well. Copper bulbs are terrible for storing because it produces light. Yeah, that's true. That's true as well. Yeah, the light updates are very laggy. Even we have the, I think they reworked the light engine. Was it 120 maybe, or 121, with which they introduced kind of new lighting engine stuff or something like that. But still, light updates are quite laggy. When you have large array. So for example, there was recently someone who was building a main storage, a big one, which had I don't know, maybe let's say 2,000 chests or something like that, and almost all of those chests they had like the standard impulse SV item filters, so it was quite laggy when the system was sorting the items. But then we just said that you need to light up the place, so there wouldn't be so much light updates. If I recall correct right now, the best way is 2 droppers facing each other. Oh yeah. That sounds plausible. Mudbug Wings has video where he discusses the disadvantages of bulbs as memory. Yeah, I think I might have seen that. Yeah, I might have seen that. And that's 4 blocks to store one. Yeah. A lot less laggy than bulb, even though bulb is technically space efficient. Light updates can be mitigated by lighting up the area. Yes. And that's exactly what we did, like, or what the one who just did their main storage. We just said that, so just put frog lights everywhere or something like that in the redstone area. So it was so they could prevent the lag that way. Updates, yes. Checks, no. Yeah, I guess the game code needs to still check if it needs to do any light updates, but it does not need to actually render the update or change anything if there's nothing to change. So it's a little bit better, but major improvement, sure, but not flawless. Yeah. There some other things as similar, like hoppers and putting blocks over hoppers and stuff like that. Still needs major power to run on bulbs. Yeah, true. Also, the speed on them is slow. You mean it's I was almost typing switch, but it's called lever. Yeah, actually, this was also something that was discussed in some. Was it so that the powering of the copper bulb was like chain them? I can try. There's some chains that how fast it is powered or something. 1 tick delays everywhere. Yeah, and it was it in the first snapshot when they came out? It was like 0 tick or something like that, and then they added 1 tick delay after, or something like that. Becomes slow chain. Can I? Does it power this if I? No, I need to like do something else. It used to be 1 tick, now it's instant. Oh, it's that way. So it's that way. So it's now. Yeah. Okay. So then I misremember that. So it's 0 tick basically now. Bulb compare the comparator to bulb. Yeah. If you yeah. I see. So, but comparators, do comparators actually have delay? Not sure. Comparator has some delay, but the copper bulb itself seems not to have or does not have. But but the chain still gets delays from comparators. Yes. If you do it like this, yeah, then there will be delay. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, there was also some pushback for the 0 tick bulb. The fuss was about people wanted to have compact 1 tick delay. Yeah. And they made it instant, so people got mad. Yeah. That's true. So they wanted just to have the 1 tick delay, and that it doesn't do anymore. Yeah. Shelf doesn't get chain still gets delays from comparators. Shelf doesn't. Yeah, because, well, let's see. I mean, changing the items on the shelf. I guess I'm not sure if there's a delay in the signal, in the redstone signal. There was also fuss on the delay before. Yeah, probably. You have one tick for 3 bits versus one tick every bit. True. Yeah, kind of. But there are different issues with because it's if you compare it to bulb, the bulb you need to power, but the shelf you need to put items in, and then we are limited to either hopper speed or dropper speed or something like that. So like putting the items in will take time, and measuring the items, that's quite fast. Well, it's basically one tick probably or something, but putting the items in, that's what takes time. And also it's not that easy to put a certain bit combination in. You can do it, but you need to lock the hoppers, for example, in a certain way to achieve that. Can't you put to any slot? Yeah. But if I use a hopper or a dropper to add items in here, it will go left from right. So from left to right. So yeah. Now I have over 7 or 3 bits in use. And if I want to have, let's say I wanted to have I wanted to store 5. So how can I do this with the hoppers? I need to let's try this with like manually. Can add a lever here too. Is this now locked? Or do I actually need to put it here? I don't have the targeted block information on my F3 screen. Looking at block. Okay. This is now locked hopper. So if I want to put number 5 in, so now I need to put 1, 2, 3 items in, then take 1, 2 items out, put 1 item in. So I can use it for this, but I needed to have the hopper locked and then enabled for like 2 ticks or something like that to get 2 items out and so on. So this gets quite tricky to control, I guess. For some reason you thought it had side inputs. No, I don't think so. I think it always goes from left to right. Even if I like try to do this, let's take the items out. It's full. It takes the items out, and if I put something from here, this also locks this hopper, so maybe I'll I can do this, but maybe I can do this. So it goes to the leftmost, even from side. You can put from basically from top, from sides, from back, or from front here as well. But it always goes to the leftmost free slot. They should add that functionally, if you ask me. Yeah, so you could do like, but I'm yeah, if you had this kind of configuration, and it would put the item to the specific slot depending on which hopper it comes from. I guess, yeah, could be possible. Because then you could input 3-bit value instantly. Yes, if it would work like that. Yes, but now it doesn't work like that. I don't think they will change this, but it would be quite nice. Yeah. But yeah, this was the reason when I was trying to make the slot machine or something like that. I was it was a bit tricky to try to figure out the locking of the hoppers and stuff like that. So I didn't really finish that or make it. I didn't get it working. So it was quite hard to do. I need someone who's better at redstone to do that. I guess there's probably someone has done it already now, but I haven't seen anything yet. But yeah, you could. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to control the items with hoppers, or maybe you could use droppers to input the items, or dropper to input the items and the hopper below to remove the items, but it's a little bit tricky. Oh, I didn't change the rain thing. Let's change that so we are not bothered by the rain. Okay. Yeah. By the way, before, when they had the items in the middle, I think it was quite nice if you used, for example, maybe some glass blocks or something, like just for like, I don't know if green is good, but just for like decorating things. But now they changed it so that the item is like on the shelf. It's not that well, if you do like something like, maybe I could use concrete or something else as well, but it says something like that. It's these kind of things were actually a little bit better when the items were in the middle. You can kind of do it fast still with droppers, though. I think, yeah, filling the you can take the items out without droppers. If you pop 3 droppers at once to the shelf, it fills 3 slots. No, I guess it will. Should probably get this snapshot to myself to try stuff. Yeah. It's now you can it's in the vanilla launcher, but you can I just spinned off this instance from Prism launcher, so it's also there. It's easy to set up. Yeah, and actually I was thinking, well, you could do this. let's put the hopper there. Let's what would be like something that's kind of round item, maybe like a fireball or magma cream, or maybe sunflower. That's kind of round item. Then something that's like a stick. So a stick. So you could do something like this. So you would have like a hopper with some kind of filter here, and then you would input a like a sequence, but actually it does probably it doesn't work because it's immediate. Yeah, oh, no, okay. I was thinking you could maybe use like a filter down below and then use like dummy items, but you still need to lock the hopper for that to work. So no. Okay, scratch that. Not a good idea. But yeah, yeah. Let's see. So I'll try this as well. So I just want to see how they look like now. Maybe do whole thing, not the whole thing, but some of it at least. Let's put it here. So yeah, these kind of things, or maybe just using a single color or something, was a little bit better looking as for decoration when the item was in the middle. But yeah, it makes more sense to have it this way. All right. What else? Yeah, maybe I'll check the release notes. Let me find the release notes somewhere. Maybe they are. Can I find them with just go by Google? Let's see. So the snapshot version number is 25W32A. Okay. Release notes. Okay. So let's try to capture that window there. Yeah. Let's change it to this way. Okay. Okay. I should still have, yeah, the game is still there. And okay, now we have the release notes here. So let's see if I missed anything. Copper torch, copper boss, chain, lantern, we saw those. Chain block was renamed to iron chain, yes. Minor tweaks to blocks, items, and entities. The items on the shelf have been repositioned, yes. All copper golem statues now always drop as item when mined. Yeah, I guess that was like a bug in or not implemented feature on the last snapshot. All copper column status now pop off as an item when pushed by a piston. Okay. That's also now a thing. Receipts. Oh yeah. This I didn't think about. So they changed again the copper trapdoor recipe. So now it's only 4 copper ingots instead of 6, as it used, or as it's current in the current version. First they had it like, was it 4 copper blocks, I think? And then they changed it to 6 copper ingots, and now they are changing it to 4 copper ingots, which I think is like, it's probably the same as is it the same as if you craft iron trapdoors? I need to have something in my inventory, or I need to give the all the recipes to me. What was the command again? We figured out this last time. Was it? It was receipt, give, layer, and star, I think. All right. So trapdoor. Yeah, iron trapdoor is 4 ingots. Copper trapdoor used to be 6, but now it's 4. I guess this makes sense because now it's in line with the iron trapdoor. I'm not sure why they had 6 before. You can't craft the waxed, or you can't craft the oxidized versions. Well, you can craft the waxed versions if you have the oxidized and weathered versions, but you can't craft the oxidized versions. That ability you had in when they first used copper blocks to craft trapdoors, then you could craft also the oxidized versions, but now now it's still the same. You can't craft those, so you need to wait for the trapdoors to oxidize, which is a little bit painful, but yeah, that's the way it goes. But now the recipe is even more cheaper than it used to be. That almost immediately went 1 level. Okay, then what else? Technical changes, data pack version, resource pack version. Added a way to use GUI and item sprites in text. Okay. I don't know what that means, but maybe it's something nice for resource pack developers or something like that. Entity data. Loot tables. Yeah, this I saw the change, but it's not really. What is this? General note about Atlas contents. Current contents can be reviewed with F3 plus S. Sprite atlases. I don't know, what does this mean? What does that mean? Fine. Let's see if there was any bugs fixed I missed. Okay, players with sneak option set to toggle can sneak while in GUIs. Interesting. Dragon eggs can be teleported to height below void. That's probably bad. Yeah, this was actually interesting. Sheep eat half as often as they did. I didn't check if they really fixed this or did they just say that it flashbang. If it says fixed and it's a bug and fixed, so they fixed it. Okay. That's I think this might affect some wool farms as well. So making sheep eat as fast as it was before some version. So they introduced the bug in like 4 years ago, and now they fixed it, something like that. This was related to the loot table thing. Dragon Egg was about okay. Okay, there was a bug that Dragon Egg teleports above the build height limit and deletes itself. Oh, that's probably bad. nice that's been fixed. TNT minecart does not remember ignition source when exploding from a fall. Is that relevant? So does this mean that if you now use a TNT minecart to one thing I've had some trouble with is zombie piglins in the Nether, and they always of course if you, for example, you go blasting TNT, mining some ancient debris or something like that, and then you light up the TNT and the zombie piglins get angry to you. Does this mean that now if you use TNT minecarts as well, they would get angry to you as well? Or something like that, if something like that is fixed? Maybe I need to test that. I don't know what this means. Last non-present. Oh yeah, there was some fixes related to projectiles as well. Yippee! Now our wool cactus storage has more wool to eat. Okay, wool cactus storage. You mean you are deleting extra wool with cactus, or what does that mean? I think the projectile things probably relate to projectile changes they made in was it, I think 1.21.5 or 6 either, and then there were some changes to projectiles. So yeah, I guess they're now fixing some of the things. But the interesting thing is that are they going to fix or change the something that broke the Wither Rose farms? That would be, I'm not sure if these are related, but that would be something I would I might want to see a fix for that, because now the ENX04 Witherose farm is broken in current versions. So that, and it's a very simple farm. So I would like to build that farm, but now there's no point to build it because it's broken in current versions. Yeah, no shulker box loaders, so overflow gets to cactus. Yeah, yeah, I guess that's a way to deal with it. Yeah. Teleport duration. Yeah, I guess that's just. Was it related to teleport command or maybe ender pearls or something? I'm not sure. Breaking jukeboxes in certain ways doesn't stop the music. Yeah, I guess I saw that one as well. I'm not sure how that bug was exploited or how to reproduce that bug. I haven't seen that in happening for me at least. Easy interpol. Okay, more projectile changes. Chunks loaded by ender pearls permanently unload upon player death, even when ender pearls vanish on death is set to false. So the ender pearl would stay there, but the chunk loading would stop when player was dead. Yeah, I actually forgot that this game rule exists. I might change this to false in my world because well, I don't die that often in my survival, but if I do, it's I need to go to my iron farm and add new ender pearls there, and if I make more ender pearl stasis chambers or like chunk loaders, I then I need always to reset the ender pearls after I die. I think that's like unnecessary work. So I might change this game rule for my world. And nice that they have now fixed this bug, because before it wouldn't make any difference if I had the game rule already there. Running 2 or more rotate commands, blah blah blah. Okay. Freezing over flashes when a freezing player touches fire. Some realm changes. The top part of worn leggings does not render. Okay. F3 pie chart. Are these are new bug fixes? I'm just me thinking, did I already see some of these in the last snapshot? But I guess these are all new bug fixes in this snapshot. Maybe I just have been reading this before and just have a deja vu or something. I don't know. The biome debug option no longer has a space before its biome name. Does it now have a space? Yes, it does. Fine. Player can drown while the game is paused. No, well, that's good that they fixed that kind of thing. Certain parts of horse armor are sometimes invisible. I think this was related. This was related to the copper horse armor or something. Interacting with a group of more than 3 connected cells causes the game to crash. Yeah, good that they fixed that. Players can use items while their inventories are open when the use item place block option is set to toggle. Yeah, I tested the toggle setting last time, and I think it's great that now it's possible to have that. But this means... So this meant that, or means that I used to be able to like place the blocks, for example, or use the items and still go into my inventory, and players can use items while their inventories are open. But now if the inventory is open, it's not using the item anymore. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. Exiting interfaces is incredibly difficult when... yeah, the exiting interfaces. But I'm not sure. What does this mean? How did they fix this? What does this mean? Place down a furnace and open it. Attempt to exit the interface and observe how it immediately gets opened again. Yeah, I had this problem with when I changed the setting to toggle, and I had maybe a shulker box or a chest, and it was constantly opening the chest or shulker box, but how does... What did they do to fix this? I don't know. It says it's fixed, but okay. Let's try. Let's try. Is it still like? Let's take a chest. Okay, I have a chest. I can open it. Now, if I change the use item to toggle, controls use item toggle. So yeah. Now if I escape the chest inventory, it does not... It stops the toggle. I see. It does when I place the chest down, and it immediately opens it, of course. But now when I exit the chest inventory, it does not open the chest again. So before, when I press like escape here, it just opened the chest again. Now it does not do that. So opening an inventory now cancels the toggle, I think. Opening at least like a chest, or I'm not sure if it's also cancelled by... let's try this. So if I now go to my inventory and press ESC, yeah, it cancels the... Okay, so going into some inventory cancels the toggle. I guess that's good. I don't see why it should continue after that. So I guess that's good. Yeah, it's easier now. Yeah, to use the toggle for that kind of situation. Yeah, I guess that's good. Yeah. So what else? What else? Where was I? Somewhere here. Okay. The inner cubes of slimes are sometimes invisible from the outside. Okay, that's kind of graphical fix little thing. Players can freeze while standing in powder snow despite the game being paused. So a similar thing that player can drown while being paused. I haven't experienced that myself, but I get, maybe it's possible in some was possible in some cases. The value of the sprint window option is not saved. Oh, I didn't notice that that last time that it didn't save that. Maybe it will. I didn't check. Maybe the setting while going while closing the world and coming back. I didn't do that, but yeah, okay, now it's saved. Good. Players are damaged when blocking attacks with shields that disable shields. Players are damaged when blocking attacks with shields that disable shields. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm not sure. Have I experienced that in the game? I'm not sure. I guess it was a thing. When looking at block or looking at fluid is enabled in debug options, FPS is impacted by server tick rate. I guess so. All shelf variants are in the redstone section of the creative inventory. Yeah, I noticed that was a thing. Oh, I don't know if I noticed it. It was a thing, but they're not there anymore. So where are they? In the building blocks, perhaps? No. Functional blocks, probably. Yeah, okay. They changed them to the functional blocks category instead of redstone blocks. I guess that makes more sense. Even though they are affected by redstone and can be used. Well, it's the functional blocks also has like lecterns and stuff like that that interacts with redstone as well. All right. Debug screen text now stays on the screen in F1. Okay, that was fixed then. So F3 and F1. Okay, F1 hides the F3 things from the screen. Good. Guess that's good thing. Interacting with items with certain components in the inventory causes a crash. Okay. Dying and respawning within the same dimension consistently shows a loading terrain screen. Dying and respawning within the same dimension. Oh, okay. Maybe that's related to the new loading screen or something. Local difficulty debug information flickers if it's open while GUI is hidden. I didn't notice that. The shadows of baby mobs are now of the same size as those of their adult counterparts. Okay, did they fix that? And the spawn X probably, I don't know if they spawn any baby mobs, or maybe I need to use comments to spawn babies. I'm not sure. Let's try. Huh? I got a baby. Okay, yeah, the baby mob shadow is of the size of the baby mob and not the adult, at least. Okay, fine, good. I hadn't noticed that kind of bug. First number in eCounter is always stuck at 0. Okay, that was wrong. Subtitles, closed captions obstruct the inventory user interface. So what does that mean? I turned to close. By the way, subtitles was renamed to closed captions. I'm not sure that was in the previous snapshot already. I guess it was. If I change the GUI scale to some ridiculous, I think that should change the. Yeah. Okay, maybe it was that maybe the subtitles or closed captions was like above the inventory or something. Now it's below. I'm not sure if I've seen that before. Not sure. Yeah, let's keep it this way. Pausing while riding a strider on top of lava sets the player on fire. Okay, that's bad. Nice, nice. That's fixed. When multiple people use fishing rods, an additional black line is drawn. Yeah. I've seen that happen, and there was also, I think, was it in the beginning of like the current Hermitcraft season when Brian was fishing for Mending Book or something. He had like I don't know 10 lines from his fishing rod or something. Maybe this is related. Continuously clicking continue on the welcome page resets the button disappearance animation progress. What is the continue on the yeah, continue on the welcome page is the thing when you create a new instance and it first time shows the thing where you can change the like take narrator in use and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can get into that welcome screen after the first time it's shown. Probably not. I at least I don't know any way to get back to that screen after. You would need to create a new instance if I would want to show that. Oxidized Paxed oxidized copper golem statue and entity versions have wrong pixels underneath their feet compared to their other counterparts. But it means that just the oxidized version was had some problem, but this is not the same thing I was explaining before that the certain poses are not centered. Inconsistent capitalization, blah. Okay, just a debug menu thing. Elytra consumes durability while the game is paused in single player. I'm not sure if this is like a new bug or an old one. Maybe it was just in the snapshot. And I don't know if this is related to the F3 debug settings or something like that, but what I was thinking here is that is this only for the from the latest snapshot, or was this bug even before? Because I think I kind of experienced something like this myself even before the snapshot. So maybe this bug was even from, maybe this was existing in the earlier versions as well, not just introduced in the previous snapshot. I'm not sure. But at least it's now fixed in the snapshot. And yes, there was this, the debug crosshair was also showing in the F5 thing if you had that enabled in the debug, something like that. Okay, yeah, but I think that the bugs in the fixed bugs in the latest snapshot, there's nothing really, not that like nothing that's really like very big things, but mostly like small things. Many of them related to the previous snapshot, and some older things as well, but nothing. I think well, maybe that chunk loading by end up even when player is dead. That's something good for me, at least. I could use the game rule on my world. All right. I guess that's it for the snapshot. It took a little bit more time than I was expecting to go through all the things, but at least now it's done. I guess I can maybe hide this again. Change this one back to something more reasonable. I'm not sure if there's anything else I would like to test or see on the snapshot. That's what happens when you let idiots from chat interrupt. No. You're contributing. You're not. You're not. And you're not idiots now. No. It was good to have your questions and feedback input as well. So I'm not just me by myself, just babbling around. But yeah, I think overall I like the copper torch. I like the new lanterns, and I think I like the new copper bars as well. These have been almost oxidized now while waiting. Maybe I'll use the chains as well sometimes. We'll see. But just now, the thing I'm interested in is that when do we get the real version? And the thing is that these updates, the next version will not be 1.22. The next update, including these copper things, that copper golems, shells, everything, it will be 1.21.9. So we're still on 1.21, and we're adding, I don't know, someone counted that this was like 70 new items or something in like one snapshot. So so we're adding a lot of things in just one snapshot, one like minor release, upcoming minor release. And I'm not sure when the actual release will come. I'm not sure if there is there some kind of Minecraft live or something in the autumn as well, some event. I don't know if there's something like that. So maybe the release is then, if there's some kind of event coming up, but I'm not sure if there is. The copper bars look really cool. I will use those. Yeah. At least I think the weathered and oxid. Well, this is not the weathered. This is the weathered. And this is the exposed. The exposed and weathered are very nice. Nice. You could, as said, you could use them like, maybe it's little bit rusty here on some parts of this iron bars or something. You could use it that way, or just use it as plain copper bars or something. I think there will be nice decoration use cases for these. Definitely, yes. I don't have anything against turtles. Yeah, cool. And I guess all the new copper blocks, they have the same thing as the old copper blocks, so you can just use wax on them and then use axe to remove the wax. So what is it called? It's honeycomb. And then let's take an axe. So you can put the wax on, take it off, scrape with the axe to So all the new blocks will do that as expected. Yeah. I guess you can do something cool with these as well. I'm not sure yet what, but something cool probably. I saw someone used had like already there's like designs for the shelves like in different things, like for example using the pattern like this kind of shape for like I don't know what it's called, but the thing that runs in the ceiling and like some kind of support structure in the ceiling. So things like that. So people are already figuring out creative ways to use shelves and other blocks, new blocks as something else as well. Wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi. I know the kind of the reference from like wax on, wax off thing, but is it from Karate Kid? The old one? I don't remember. It's been such a long time I've seen that movie. And now I think there's a new one as well. Or it's maybe upcoming. Maybe it's not released yet, but there's a new Karate Kid or something. That kind of movie upcoming, I guess. I haven't been into movies lately. I saw the Minecraft movie, but I don't think I've been into movies after that. So yeah, I probably need to go more to movies, but I just maybe I'm lazy or something. I was thinking to not going to the theater, but I was thinking to watch the what is it called, the Dune Part 2. I've seen the Part 1, but I haven't seen Part 2. It's not that new anymore. I guess it was it. I don't know if it's from last year or the previous year, but yeah, that's one thing. One movie I'm probably going to watch in the near future. But other than that, I don't know. I think there's some new stuff coming into theaters as well, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go see the new Karate Kid movie, or what's I don't know what's that movie even called, but it might be nice to see. All right. I was thinking to play some Minecraft still. So yeah, maybe I can start the like the main instance. So yeah, I have a project in the Nether, digging there. Lots of digging. So that's something. I probably need to shut down the snapshot instance. Okay. Okay, but this should be the normal instance. Yes. So 1.21.8. I quite recently updated from 7 to 8, but it's not like it was like only some graphical fixes related to Intel GPUs or something like that. So not really affecting me. So let's see where I should be in the Nether. Yes, I'm in the Nether. So I've been digging here. This area I dug out. Maybe I'll use a potion to make it more visible. So I made a shulker of diamond picks, and I've used 9 of them. I broke one. I blame the magma cubes. They attacked me just when I was about to retire one one diamond pick. So I lost one. But yeah, I just made a shulker of these, and now I've been digging here to make some space for. Well, this is basically some kind of perimeter thing here. So this kind of project ongoing. Just digging here. Yes, I was finished with the last chunk here. Unless there's some. Yeah, I guess so. And the next chunk is here. I've been doing this like chunk by chunk, so it's easier to deal with the magma cubes when you do it like this, so they basically stay in up here when I dig down here, so it's easier to avoid the magma cubes. But yeah, maybe I don't know if it was the last chunk or the chunk before that when one of them jumped down just when I had like 1 durability left on my pickaxe, and I of course hit the magma cube with with that pickaxe, and it broke. So that's why I lost one. But it doesn't matter. I have many still left, and I haven't put mending on these yet. So I don't have like a way to repair them yet. But I will probably get some mending books and also repair them after I've used them. I'm not trying to be perfect with flossing of the ceiling, but it kind of bothers me if there's some blocks. So that's why I'm trying to get rid of the blocks in the ceiling as well. It's not perfect. There's some parts of the ceiling that has blocks left, and it's not maybe even possible to reach all the blocks unless I like build some scaffolding or something. Occasional guests now and then, but they don't really bother much for this project. So the magma cubes are the more annoying things around here. That's fine. I can deal with them. I almost died to the magma cubes also. Was it a couple of days ago? so they're a little bit dangerous as well. I was maybe somewhere down there and then flying up back here, and then there was a group of magma cubes that started to bounce me around like I was inside a flipper game, like what is called in English? It's not flipper. It's is it called a pinball machine? Yeah, like I was in a pinball machine. So so that's how I felt, and got I don't know. Maybe I got down to a couple of hearts or so, but I didn't die. At least. So no harm done. There's still some blocks up there, but I guess that's good enough for now. Let's kill the nearest ones so they don't get to me when I start digging. Okay, I guess that's all. There's poo. I guess that's fine. Now just start digging. It took quite a long time to make a shulker of these pickaxes, so I was standing in the XP farm a lot because I needed them to have the efficiency 5, which I got from like I got efficiency 4 from the enchantment table, and then I needed another efficiency book to make them efficiency 5. So this way, yeah. So. Once I get a couple of layers down, the magma cubes can't see me anymore. Then it's even easier. And yeah, I also added some new beacons down there, so I can do it this. There's not only haste, but also speed and stuff like that, so it's a little bit easier to move around and a little bit faster to break the blocks and so on. I wish the night vision potions would last even longer. I also made a toolkit of those, but I guess they probably will. I will be out of night vision potions before I will be out of the diamond picks. I'm not sure if I will be out of blocks to dig before that. Probably not. There's so many. I was doing this also yesterday, but for a shorter period, because I had some troubles with recording and streaming. OBS started to freeze, so I played like 5 minutes and then the image was frozen and stuff like that. And I've now I identified the reason for that, and I hopefully have fixed this. So I hope it doesn't happen again. But if it does, at least I probably know why it happens. So basically, I'm using a Apple computer, Mac, and Macintosh, Mac OS thing. So it has a feature that if the disk space is low, it can stop screen recording. So the system will think that, okay, now you're going to fill your disk, and it will stop the screen recording, and that affects OBS as well. So that's why it happens. The thing is that I was looking at my disk space, and it said something like there's more than 100 gigabytes free. So I was a little bit puzzled by what was happening yesterday. So OBS was still getting the same symptoms that as it does with low disk space. And so I think the problem was that one drive was reserving the disk space even it claimed to be free. So it was like it had some like files that had not been synchronized correctly, but was still no, I was almost fell down. Was still like taking the disk space while it showed that it was free, and that was causing the issue on the system. The system thought that there was no disk space, and then the recording was frozen from time to time. So I did a couple of restarts and stuff like that, and got one drive working again, and now I like have the necessary disk space, and it shouldn't freeze again. I hope it will not. So it was getting a little bit painful to stream yesterday with the constant screen freezing. So I only did stream for maybe less than a couple of hours. But now it should be fixed and all right again. And it's very hard to kind of trying to play the game and focus on the game, and then if you need to constantly check that how is the stream video, is it frozen now, is it frozen now, that was a little bit tiring, so I hope I don't need to do that anymore. By the way, I've been watching a lot of one-shot streams. So one-shot is this 1 month long hardcore SMP that's currently ongoing. And there's like maybe 60 or so content creators on that server, so there's a lot of content to watch, and then, well, I think it's running through August, so it's been on for like a week now or something like. Oh, there's some magma here. So let's like, come on. So that's been like my main things to watch on streams for like a week. And I really like, there's, I don't know if you know the streamer, but there's this one streamer called Acrylic, and they're doing this, or she is doing this, like a TV show kind of thing. So they're spectating the server, the one-shot server, and like showing different POVs of different players from the server and so on. So it's been really fun to watch different perspectives on the server, what everybody is doing there and stuff like that. A little bit unfortunately they stream on US time, so it's sometimes I only catch the playback from replay from yesterday or something like that, but still nice thing to have, nice thing to watch. I guess we'll go a couple of blocks in still. Let's bring up the chunk borders. Lots of lava here. No, well, not a lot, but some lava. Still more. Yes. Not that it matters so much to go through or go by the chunk border, but makes things a little bit easier. But yeah, if you're looking for some nice builds to see, some hardcore survival multiplayer action, then I suggest that checking out One Shot. It's quite nice. There's a lot of content creators on that server, so probably easy to find someone you want to watch. I've mostly been following Acrylic since they do the TV show thing, and then Radical Elder and well, then a few others now and then. Oh, I'm using the wrong pickaxe. Let's change that. I'm just defaulting to my default pickaxe after I block some lava. Usually, then I notice after a while, oh, I'm using not the pickaxe I'm supposed to use. Fortunately, it doesn't matter that much. But actually, I did break one netherite pickaxe not that long time ago, so it's well, it's always unfortunate to break some netherite tools, but it is what it is sometimes. Diamond tools, it's not so bad, but netherite tools, it's always the trouble of finding more ancient debris and stuff like that. So and now that I'm digging like up here, there's not that much ancient debris this high. I've found like one piece. So if I want to look for that, then I need to go down there below the lava to dig. Good break. Did I miss like the one block there? I guess. It doesn't matter. Missing that. I don't care about the dust. Now I need to be a little bit careful to fly back here so I don't run into too many magma cubes. I guess I'll take this chunk next. But then I could take those next as well. But I'd really like to get through there somehow. So maybe after this chunk, going back to kind of the beginning there and removing a chunk there or something like that. Well, not the whole chunk, but these upper parts. Just shoot a couple of magma cubes to make them go a little bit further, so I don't have the trouble from them. Yes, around here. I didn't notice that I had put the beacon almost into, well, it's in like multiple chunks. That doesn't really matter, but yeah. I don't know, it doesn't really matter how to align it, those beacons related to chunks. It's just more like that they are evenly spaced, so you can get the beacon effects wherever you need them. Oh, I think I lost the night vision again a while ago, so let me maybe drink one. So we can see better. And the Nether is quite dark place without night vision. I could use the gamma settings or something with, I mean, like the mod that changes the gamma, but I try to use like vanilla things, so prefer night vision over the mods. Flossing some of the ceiling. Well, maybe it's not a total floss again, but some parts at least. Oops, I almost fell down again. And I really forgot one block there, but I guess I can mine it when I get down there in this chunk. Is there still more? Yeah, some here. Some blocks are just behind the bedrock, so you need to just you can just mine them from like one angle, or it's a little bit difficult to get all of them, but it's not a big deal if there's a few left. You go away. I probably won't be going much longer today because I have work tomorrow, so I need some sleep as well to be able to function. So maybe let's see if I can tackle this chunk, but it takes too much time, then I might be stopping earlier even, but let's see. But these are tricky. Okay. I think I got most of them. Or not. Still more in the ceiling. Alright. Let's start with this. I need to be a little bit careful in the corner here, so I don't fall down, but I'm keeping my elite round, so if I fall down, I'll just fly. Who's whining down here or somewhere? Where are you? You silly little guest. I don't know where he is. Or where it is. I need to change the pickaxe soon. I'll try to get the pickaxe down to 1 durability. It's a little bit hard because you need to constantly check the durability while it's low, so you don't mind too much. But I think that's like the maximum you can go. Still 1 durability left. You can sometimes find items with 0 durability, I think. Like from maybe chests. You can have some loot items that have like 0 durability, but you can't make your tools that low by yourself. So if it's 1 durability and you use it, then it breaks. 34 left. So about this much. But because I have unbreaking 3 on these, it's random how much durability is. lost when mining. 17. Oh, the night vision run out again. 14. Maybe I'll take another. I like to have the night vision. I can see better. Three. Okay. Now to get it down to 1, I have to check every couple of blocks if it's going down. Not yet. 2. Now I can mine 1 block, or maybe more, but at least 1. Again. Now it's durability 1. So this is what I'm aiming for. But the last time I had, well, not last, but maybe the pickaxe before this, I had it down to 1, and then one magma cube jumped down, and I hit it with the pickaxe and it broke. So now I'll just won't do that again. I'll switch the pickaxe to a new one. And here we go. I don't really care if I have silk touch or fortune on these pickaxes. Some of them have silk touch, some might have fortune, but I mostly care that I have efficiency 5, so I can insta-mine basalt, and or is it pronounced basalt? I'm not sure. And unbreaking 3, so that it lasts longer. That's so. Those were the only enchantments I was caring about when I made these pickaxes. And I will be probably adding mending these as well, so I can repair them. But I have not yet added mending. So buying 27 or 26 or something mending books is quite expensive for me in this world, because I only have like one librarian that sells mending books, and it's like, I don't know, maybe it's over 30 emeralds for a book or something like that. So. And I don't have a raid farm or anything like that, so getting emeralds is, well, I can sell iron or something to get a lot of emeralds, but it's still somewhat trouble to get emeralds. For these pickaxes, I actually bought these pickaxes from villagers, so I had to make some emeralds, make some trades to get these pickaxes, and For that I used the new tree farm in the mushroom island. So I ran the tree farm and then I made those logs I got from the tree farm to sticks. Well, planks first, of course, but then to sticks, and then I added, was it 6 or 8? Maybe 8 pledgers on the island, so I can sell the sticks. So that way I can get somewhat good amounts of emeralds, but you can't get really that much emeralds with the stick trade, so it was quite painful, or still not painful, but slow to get all the emeralds for the pickaxes and so on. So it took some time. But I guess that it was worth the trouble, because now I don't need to constantly go back and forth to repair my 2 pickaxes for this dig. So I just use the pickaxes I have and change to a new one when it's low on durability. I don't know why I haven't done this in this way before. I've seen people to do it this way, that they make a lot of pickaxes and use them this way, but I always thought that maybe it's I can just go repair my tools or something, but it takes time to fly to the base and stand in the XP farm and stuff like that, so it's much more efficient this way to have a lot of tools to use and just mine away. Well, not that mining is maybe the most efficient way to do this. I could be using like TNT or something to get rid of these chunks, or these blocks rather. But yeah, I've chosen to do it this way now. At least for these blocks up here. I'm not sure what I will do for all the things down there and so on. So again, running out of the night vision, so let's drink one more. I don't know if this will be enough for the rest of this bit of blocks here. We'll see. Where was the blocks I missed? What are these blocks here? Why haven't mined these? Well, I should probably mine those as well. Okay. But yeah, I think I'll just mine for the rest of of the duration of this night vision potion, and then I'll probably end for today. And not sure when I will be streaming again, but I'll try to update on the progress of the world now and then, and maybe there's, let's see, maybe there's a new snapshot again tomorrow. It could be. So if there's anything interesting, or maybe there's just bits and pieces, but maybe there's something to talk about, so I could check the new snapshots again. If it comes out tomorrow, I can maybe check that later this week, or I don't know, maybe even tomorrow. We'll see if there is a new snapshot tomorrow. This is part of the other chunk already. It's not mine that yet. Okay, this little bit here, and then I think I'm done. And I get these. Thanks. I think it's easier to get those from above, so let's just try to fly up here. This is like painting yourself to a corner. The last block. I hope this is the last block. I guess it is. Unless I missed some blocks here. But these I think belong to the next chunk probably. Or there might be. I don't know. I don't actually know. They might be part of this chunk. Maybe I'll just clear this as well. I thought these were part of the next chunk. I don't know. Maybe it was part of this. All right. I guess that's it for today. I'll just probably fly up here, trying to avoid the magma cubes again. And the next chunk I'll mine is here, probably this one. So I'll just probably pause my game here or quit the game here. And start with this next time I play. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. Yeah, as I said, I'm not sure when I will be streaming next. Maybe tomorrow, maybe sometime later this week. Maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'd like to stream more, but it is what it is. I have my schedules on work and so on. So sometimes it's not just. I might have the time, but I might not. I'm not. I'm tired after work, or so I might not be able to really play and stream and so on. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. It was nice to go through the snapshot, to see all the new blocks and changes they had. And maybe there's a new snapshot tomorrow. We'll see. No idea when the release will be, but I guess probably could be October or something like that. So that's when we get all the new copper stuff then to really to our worlds. But we'll see when it happens. Thanks for being here, watching and commenting and things like that. I wish you all good night or rest of the day, wherever you are, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.